Welcome. In front of me I have the SONY HT-AX7 and I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the product itself. So, this is supposedly a portable theater system, 360 spatial sound mapping and 30 hours of playtime, work time, however you want to call it. Let's see, we do have there we go. Try that without just making it fall apart everywhere. Get rid of this. Okay. So, setup, configuration, cool. So, we just press the power button. Wow, what a surprise. A Type-C to Type-C cable. And 2 satellites, magnetically connected with a power button on the bottom. I want to point out they are covered with a fabric right here, and they are actually pretty light. And we got this that separates them so they don't charge needlessly. Then the, what you could call a sound bar. And below that we got some paperwork. And well, that's it. Okay, so let's just slap these on. The design is pretty unique, just again to showcase this. It looks interesting. Well, I'm curious how well these sound, so let's just bring up the Bluetooth on my phone and see what we're dealing with. Oh, connect, cool. Shows up right away. No, I don't want your app. Let's see. Actually, probably it would be better to play something that isn't copyrighted. So let's go into YouTube and search for Crab Rave. Oh wow, that is okay. So these start to work right away without any kind of problem. They aren't very loud, but this is supposedly like trying to adjust the sound based on space, so possibly, obviously, I'm in a weird environment, small box, so this could affect it. Now, this is designed for partially home theater usage, as the name would imply, and it is a pretty small system, just to put that out there. So, in general, I think the better use case scenario is just kind of more spatial music listening with these little satellites, rather than actual home theater. It does have okay sound, but for the price that you get to pay for it, it's nothing really substantial. And considering the price to performance, and also that it's supposedly a home theater, I think I would just much rather buy for about the same price the Marshall Webern 3, plug it in through HDMI, and have like 27 hertz bass that is just literally rumbling my soul, rather than this puny thing as a home theater. So that's just generally my idea, as these don't really sound that loud, and considering the size and the battery and all that stuff, the power output of these most likely it's not going to be too great. See if it actually mentions on their website. They do have it open right now, so quickly skimming through here, we get any kind of useful info, or is Sony just kind of playing a Sony? Yeah. Boy, jest dane techniczne, let's see. anything worth mentioning here? So wow, these are comically low. These are 3-watt speakers, measly 3 watts. Now the main one, this is a 45 watts. Jeez, this is pathetic, to be honest, for what this is and how much it costs. Now if you are looking at the Sony kind of home theater that they have, the what is it, it's also something AX, no, Sony HT-AX7. It's kind of looking and marketed similarly, at least looking in terms of colors, I would say. And that is going to be supposedly, though I have never tested it out, a much better home theater setup with their 3D room mapping. So no matter where you place those speakers, they always sound like they're coming from places where these speakers actually aren't. Although, like I said, I never have tested it out. I never even had that in hand, but that is, from reviews that I've listened, is a completely different like world in terms of 3D sound mapping. This is supposedly a home theater, though with the 3-watt like satellite speakers, I don't expect too much. And for about more than 500 US dollars, you might as well, like I said, get this thing. Just bring it up just so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh boy! You just move that out of the way, as the size is just a titsy bit different. So here is the okay, maybe a little bit more than a little bit. Let me zoom out just a tad. So there we go. You can kind of see the size comparison right here. So this is the Webern, I think that's how you pronounce it. And here is the Sony. And let me also lay it flat. Here it is. So that's basically the comparison we're talking about right here. And in terms of the sound, I will give you just a quick little comparison, just so we can both enjoy what this performs like at well, I believe well over 100 watts. So it has like I believe it was two 30-watt tweeters, two 30-watt woofers, and one 90-watt Class D sub, I think, something like that. So just generally this performs so freaking good. So it's connected already to my phone, I believe. So let's see. Yep, that's it. I can. So that just literally rumbled my soul right here. Now turning it off. We're back to this now. Okay, the thing that literally just like felt like it's moving just pressure of air through my body had literally no sound whatsoever coming from this. These two devices are basically the same price. These two devices don't play the same. Now, to be fair, let me just drop that off. To be fair to this is wireless in general, so it doesn't need to be plugged in. It has a built-in battery. The Webern 3 does not have a built-in battery, so it needs to be always powered on. But because of that, it allows it to have much better power consumption, as in just what it can output with that power, compared to these 3-watt little satellites that might as well not exist. Other than that, the size is much bigger of the Marshall. But generally, if I would be watching a movie and looking for a home theater, This is named home theater. Yeah, I prefer to get the other thing for the same price and have just generally a superb listening experience with movies, music, whatever I throw at it. This is just kind of more like a it's like comparing a cheap little something like this, which is some crappy little Xiaomi Pocket Sound whatever, to this basically. So it's, considering they're at the same price, it really isn't very good value, I would say, in terms of quality of sound that this performs at. So yeah, highly recommend checking out the Marshall instead if you don't mind having a wired speaker. Still, it's Bluetooth, but it also has other inputs like auxiliary, HDMI, so ARC, doesn't have eARC though. So ARC, HDMI, auxiliary, Bluetooth, and that's about it. Actually, RCA as well. So yeah, anyway, that's about it. That sums it up. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.